Brohaven, this is Jake and Fidel here once again. Once again that Brohaven is coming back, but hopefully we're going to be staying and posting good stuff every other week or week. So we're trying to plan out a plan to double all of that. But tell us about yourself, Fidel. This is your first time coming in, so
Yep, this is going to be my first ever video or something with Brohaven.
Yeah.
Even I don't know why it took so long. We've been friends since your senior year or my freshman year. It's like
not even before that.
No, we met your senior year.
Because I was a sophomore when I met you, I believe.
No.
Sure, I was a senior.
Yes.
I could have sworn I was a. Before.
No, it was you were a senior. I was a freshman. Just remember that whole thing.
Yeah. I think so. I think you're right. I think you're right. Holy crap.
Yeah. The whole thing with theater happened that year.
Oh yeah. So we're just gonna talk about our franchises, right?
Yep.
And so we're gonna talk about our favorite franchises, and we're gonna list them.
Yep.
And then get on from there. So I don't know, of course, you know, if you like and you want to keep talking to our channel or whatever, leave a comment, subscribe. We'll always love the support. And I'll go with first, or you want to go first?
You can go first.
Okay. I will say number one for me, my all-time favorite franchise is probably Star Wars.
Okay.
What about you?
I went with Marvel with my number one franchise.
Okay. Why?
Marvel was the very first superheroes I got into.
Okay.
It was both Marvel and DC were tied with being first, but I remember strongly being into Marvel more.
Was it like Spider-Man appeal or?
It was most of it was Spider-Man, but it was also I just for some reason it also was probably just because when I was born and when I could start remembering when the MCU was starting to get big. I was around 5-6 years old when the first Avengers came out.
Oh wow.
So, and I remember, this big green monster, this billionaire, and this American dude was just doing their thing.
I was in third grade.
This is crazy. And it was just, it was just and DC didn't have much of it, It was still that was the year before Man of Steel came out, and they already tried with Green Lantern.
Oh yeah.
And
ooh.
Yeah. And then I think The Dark Knight Rises, when that came out, 2011 or 2012? Because I
don't know, because I remember watching that in theaters, so I had to be at least old enough to.
Well, either way, that's when that franchise ended.
Yeah, wow.
That's when that Batman franchise ended, and then just nothing for a while. For at least
really
a year. For at least a year.
Only thing that I can remember, as a kid for DC, was animated movies.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
After that, but
And then most of it was because Spider-Man, but also just because the MCU was super big, and it was like those things when your parents. It's like when you're like, oh yeah, I like music or whatever. So everyone buys you music stuff like guitars, music pun or whatever, something like that.
Yeah, I got you.
It was the same when I like superheroes. So then what's big?
That was the very first superhero movie I watched was Iron Man.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine. What was mine?
My brother was able to go and see the movie. I was too young to go see it. But then after a while, the DVD came out, and my brother brought the movie, and I got to watch it. So we watched it in this very tiny little room right beside my dad. Yeah, I think it was probably an attic, but it was turned into a little room for us. And we were chilling in there, and we were supposed to go to bed, but we had that box TV that had the VHS and DVD player built into the bottom of it, and the VHS never worked, so we never thought anything else would work. And he was like, well, I have the DVD, and he put it in, and we were watching that whole movie quiet, we had to have our ear right beside the little thing. I could feel the static across my face watching the movie. It was fantastic. But
I think the first movie I watched from Marvel was The Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield. That's why I always preferred him over Tobey and Tom.
Wow.
Well, let me phrase that. That's why I was a diehard with Andrew for the longest time.
No, my uncle was heavily into the Tobey Maguire movies, so I always watched them. And then I was like, well, it's just a regular Spider-Man movie. Like, why would I? It's just Spider-Man. And then all of a sudden, the new one came out, The Amazing Spider-Man. And my grandma was like, what? There's another Spider-Man? And I was like, yeah. Like, because, she watched it when, my grandma is not that old. So, like, she was, like, in her 30s or 40s. So, she was like, yeah, sure, let's watch the new one. And I was like, okay, cool. And we got it from the Red Box. Oh. And I was watching that movie, and I was like, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And I was like, this is so much better than that old one. Like, this is great. And also, my favorite Spider-Man from Tobey Maguire was the third one. Everybody hated that one.
Really?
I love that one.
That was your favorite?
Well, because Venom was always my favorite character. So it was Venom and Winter Soldier.
He was my Venom and Goblin were my favorite villains of Spider-Man.
Yeah. Well, but also when the Agent Venom comic books were coming out.
Was that? Gosh. Oh, that's true. Was it Flash?
Yeah, and that was the thing, because like when I saw the Amazing Spider-Man, I thought that Flash would have been perfect.
No, legit. When I saw him, I was like, okay, he would have been like a perfect.
He looks just like him. Where did that guy go, by the way? Like, I don't think I've ever seen him in anything else.
I feel like...
And he was a good actor. Like, he was a great bully. And then, like, the way at the end where he showed, like, remorse about his uncle, he was a great guy.
No, that one scene where he has him up on the locker.
In there
and he's like, let the pain out. It feels good, doesn't it? Bro, that was such a good scene.
Yeah. That is such good to reminisce. I guess I'll tell why Star Wars is my favorite.
Okay.
Well, Star Wars was always my favorite because, of course, me and my brother, we used to, like, freaking fight tooth and nail, hate each other for everything. Then when we put on Star Wars, it's like, we're just best buds. Like, he'd be like, hey, yeah, you can sit beside me. Well, let's watch this movie. And we'd be watching this movie, like, watching it all the time. But he would always be like, oh, I'm Anakin. And I'll be like, oh, I love Obi-Wan. Well, the third movie came out. And we were watching that movie, and we're like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. And then all of a sudden, they turn on each other. And we're like, wait, what? And of course, Anakin's going to, like, mop the floor with Obi-Wan. And all of a sudden, Obi-Wan cuts off his legs, and he's, like, burning over there. And I'm like, I just turned my... That was, like, probably one of the best memories of my life. And then he became Darth Vader, and then, my brother was like, well, he didn't, like, really win. He got stronger. He's now Darth Vader. He's cooler now. And I was like, well, Obi-Wan still kicked your ass. Like, whatever.
Yeah, like, when Obi-Wan dies, he just lets him kill him. He doesn't really,
Well, there's, like, the whole thing, because, like, if you're into, like, the legends and comic books and all that, well, the way... Ben Kenobi knows that he's already won is because he sees the kids together.
Oh, okay.
And if you watch the Kenobi series, you understand why that's like such a huge deal.
I watched that show.
I loved it.
I liked it. I just don't remember much of it.
I think it's fantastic because it completely leaves off from the third movie. I mean, I do understand a little bit about the Leia controversy and all that, but I actually enjoy that. Because then he has a relationship with both of them. Because he's watching Luke all the time. Like, I feel like that'd be kind of like just douchey that he's just like, we don't care about Leia. But I love the connection between him and Leia. I like the way he helps.
That's the show with the Inquisitor, right?
Okay, yeah, she was horrible. I will admit that.
No,
but
I was thinking, is it Kenobi that has the white Inquisitor with the red eye paint right there?
Are you talking about the Grand Inquisitor? Because he is in there,
I think so. He's he
dies and then
he has the circle.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw that design and I was like, I know it's hard to get.
Yeah, because he has a very slim pencil face in the Rebels.
But here's the thing: there's a character similar to him in one of the prequel movies. I don't because I remember.
You're talking about from the third movie when he comes on the slot,
he has the red,
the
red outfit.
The Senate.
Yeah, I think so. He's very similar to that, so I don't know why they didn't try.
But that's also a movie. That's not
I guess
TV show budget.
But they're owned by Disney. They are Disney money too.
I mean, that's true. I mean. I don't know. Well, also he has to move very fast and stuff too. So
that's true. That's true.
It's not like a prosthetic.
He was also just sitting down too.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just standing there.
That makes a little more sense. I was just like, that's like a movie that came out 20 years ago.
Yeah, I didn't really think about that until now that you said it. But I only watch it for the aspect of Darth Vader and Kenobi. I kind of block out everything else, so I don't really care much of that. Because also did she just disappear or did she die? I gotta look here rewatch it. But I do like at the end from the third movie where they like bring Obi-Wan to the side and Yoda's like, wait, hold on, before you go and before you take Luke to the other place, you know, like there's a Jedi that's your like one of your best friends that he's learned the way through immortality through the Force, and that's Qui-Gon Jinn. And he's like, wait, what? And then that's it, and then that's what we get. But from the Kenobi, you actually see that when he does his training and he sees Qui-Gon Jinn at the end. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, I did like that because when they did reveal that in the third movie.
Yeah, I want to know more about that. But it has been confirmed for season 2 for Obi-Wan. So
has it? Because I thought it was just going to be season 1.
No, it's been confirmed for next season. There's going to be, I think another Ahsoka season with Ezra because he's fully shaved now. I've seen that concept or the picture that's been leaked.
Did you ever watch Star Wars Rebels?
Yeah, I watched it all.
Okay, because
I've seen almost everything besides Endor. I need to finish that. I'm watching that right now.
Oh, what's his name? Calrissian? Yeah. Is that his name? Or no, sorry, I'm thinking of someone else. The dude from Rogue One.
Right? Yeah.
Okay, I forgot his name. What is his name?
I'm just now starting Endor, so I don't know.
Cassian, I think it's
Cassian. I think it's Cassian. Yeah, that does sound right.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so second one?
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to go first this time?
Yeah, I'll go first this time.
Okay.
My second one is DC.
Okay. So, Marvel and DC. Mm-hmm. So they're right back to back.
But okay. For the main reason, again, like, because superheroes were my whole childhood, essentially.
Yeah.
Like, I had before the MCU Trinity was Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America, I had the Trinity of Spider-Man, Hulk, and Wolverine. And I had those action figures, and I played with them all the time. But it was I had comic books of Batman and like the DC stuff, and most of the movies I watched were like those animated films or the shows.
Yeah.
Like Superman the animated series, Batman the animated series, and then the Batman from 2004. And then Batman Brave and the Bold, which was the one I watched the most actually as a kid growing up. Because you gotta think it was like I'm like very very young kid who wants like color and all these like weird like things like Jimmy Olsen marrying a freaking gorilla for some reason rather than like at the time at least rather than like a really deep dark Batman movie. And then as I grow up you get into more actual Batman, you know.
I was a really weird kid, so I can't really say that because my dad didn't care what I watched. My mom did. So on my mom's side, I had like Herbie and Cars, like you know, like Lightning McQueen and all that, and Avatar, like which was weird. I don't know why I was so into Avatar when I was a kid because that is not a kid show. If you really watch it with the propaganda, like all that crap, like it is a fantastic show. But I was really into Avatar. Then when I go to my dad's, I was into Marvel, DC. I had comic books stacked to knee high because like my uncle was heavily into it, and then when he passed away he left all that stuff to me and my brother, so we just had stacks and stacks of comic books and all this crap. But the thing is when I was into DC, I was into like the animated and the Injustice comics. So I never really like got into DC until like the Batman movies started coming out, like the trilogy, like the
Dark Knight,
Christian Bale Batman. And the thing was, I wasn't even allowed to watch that, but because my Aunt Stephanie, she was just a little bit, she's a few years younger than my mom. She was on date night. She would watch me, but she also had a boyfriend, so she would just take me to her dates. So like they would like watch like Batman and all that. And I was just there, and like I was like 5 when I watched Death Race in the theaters. Yeah, like horrible, but it was great.
It's very similar to that. My parents, they cared about what I watched, but my mom was more strict on it. My dad, my dad would see superheroes and be like, yeah, I'll just get it for him. Yeah. Like, my first time watching Deadpool was on Easter when I was in 4th grade. This wasn't the first Marvel movie. It was the first like rated R movie
That would
I
have been a
saw.
wild first superhero movie.
And then I saw like like one of the first few things I see is freaking douchebag, like written by a douchebag, starring a British asshole, and then like freaking Deadpool's crotch on the frame. I'm like, what the heck am I watching? And then like I don't like maybe like 30 minutes in straight sets. Like
yeah, it really is.
Like a freaking like freaking curse words all over. But the first DC movie I watched, what would it have been? Might have been the what's his name? Michael Keaton Batman.
Nah, it's the Christian Bale ones, and then I asked, "Is there any other Batman movies?" And then all of a sudden, my dad brings out these VHSs, and then I watched this Batman who couldn't move his neck, and then I watched.
I think that was the Michael Keaton one.
Yeah. Well, that's how I was describing it.
Oh,
Like,
okay,
when I
okay.
saw it as a kid, I just saw like this one who couldn't move his neck, and then the next one, all of a sudden, I just saw Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze, and I was like, "What?"
And then, so it was the first two Batman movies of his with
I know
the
there's George Clooney, Michael Keaton,
Val Kilmer. I think is one of them.
yeah, and then dang it, I know the classic one. What's his
Adam
name?
West.
Adam West.
Oh shoot! Actually, that reminds me. I still have it. It's this DVD of some old Batman TV show doing a crossover with Scooby Doo, and they're catching Joker and the Penguin,
That's crazy.
and I did know I obviously knew like the bigger heroes, but
Yeah.
like I was more interested in like the lesser known heroes at the time. Like
That's funny. In
Like-
DC, I was into like Lobo, Hush.
Yeah.
I was into Aqualad. Like I was never into like Batman or anything. I was into Flash, so he was like the only top like one I was into. I was also into Plastic Man. Like what?
that's
freaking-
not a bad choice.
What freaking kid was into Plastic Man?
Well,
like
Plasma is such a weird character because he technically, Batman doesn't have a plan for him.
well, I also thought he was really cool because of in the Lego games. Like when I was playing, I was playing the old Lego games, and I think the second one is like when you finally get to play Plastic Man or whatever, and he turns into a plane and all this crap. I was like, he was so much more fun.
I think it's either the second one or third one of Lego
And
Batman.
I loved Batmite.
I remember. Really, Batman?
Yeah, I really loved him. I thought he was hilarious. Like his comics and stuff. The little imposter Batman, he can fly and all that crap. He's like a
Yeah.
cartoon almost.
Yeah, he's like the same.
He reminds me of Howard the Duck or whatever from Marvel.
Yeah, he's like
What's his
the
name? Is that Howard the Duck?
he's not the same imp character as Mr. Mitchell Spitlick, the little.
Am I getting that right?
What?
There's a Marvel character that's a duck.
Howard the Duck?
Is it Howard the Duck?
Howard the Duck? Yeah.
I feel like that's wrong.
It's not.
That sounds like a Looney Tunes character.
I think because it's.
I remember that movie. That movie was wild.
There's freaking duck boobs.
Cause I know he has sex at the end, and that was
yeah.
My mom was like, yeah, don't watch that.
It's like freaking B movie, but for
Pretty much.
like freaking chick bangs an animal. Anyways, we got off topic. Sorry.
My second choice is Lord of the Rings. I know I just got into this, and I'm still watching The Hobbit.
I was about to say,
but
you told me you got into it recently.
it has hit me so deep to the point where I even regret talking crap about it. Like it is truly a masterpiece. And like I've been like doing like a lot of research of Lord of the Rings. It's insane to me that he created the universe before he even made like the plot. Like we don't even like know technically about the universe until like if you read more and more about it. But like during the movies, you're just kind of thrown into like the plot. But like like he even has like the Middle Earth and like where the elves were born on this like whole other place with the two trees. It's freaking amazing. Like, if you ever have a chance, you gotta watch it because I feel like it has a lot of stuff where I just feel like you should live by. You know what I mean? Like there's just so many things that just have taught me just to be better. And
Just getting high with your friends.
well, I mean that one too. Like I just love that aspect. All right. Should you go through your third choice?
My third is Star Wars.
Okay.
Because essentially my top three I grew up with as a kid.
Yeah, I
Like-
grew up with it
Like
heavily.
I had toys, posters, all the movies, and
Yeah.
as I mentioned, I was really into Star Wars Rebels, because it was on Disney XD at the when I was growing up.
Yeah. Did you like
So-
watch it all?
Yeah, I watched it all.
That ending, man, kills me.
I would say I want to say I don't remember how many seasons there were. Maybe
There's
3,
4.
4. One of the like later.
Yeah, there's one season that's like 3 or 4 episodes long.
Okay, then it's one of the like it's the second half of the show. I wouldn't say I got disinterested. I just don't remember much of it because I remember like the pilot
Yeah.
and then most of the second season. Then it's the third and fourth season.
And all of a sudden he's bald with a green lightsaber, and you're like, what?
Yeah, he's like and like I remember he gets blind.
Yeah.
Like Cannon is his name.
Oh man, that fight scene was awesome.
And then my favorite scene, my 3 favorite fight scenes from Star Wars is obviously the Mustafar fight.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Oh god, the second one is going to be.
That's crazy. Like I wouldn't even say almost none of the movies are like any of my favorite fight scenes.
The second one would be the fight between Anakin, Inquisitor, and Canon. I think like the one where he dies or something. It's the one where he's like. It's like he says a quote where it's like, "Death is better than living" or something. He like falls off or something, and then like I think it gets revealed he's like
Darth Maul, Inquisitor.
Inquisitor.
Yeah.
I think, and then just revealed he's like, he used to be a Jedi Knight or one of the Guardians or something with like the yellow lightsabers.
Yeah, if you really like look back, I feel like almost all the Siths are pretty much just used to be Jedi's turned.
But yeah, I think that was the point, or like they were Jedi younglings.
The only one that I think like really doesn't start as like a Jedi is like the Acolyte, where that dreaded woman just all of a sudden becomes a Sith out of nowhere.
Oh, are you talking about the one with the creepy mask?
Yeah, I like that show. I feel like almost all like the Star Wars shows I really like. There's just like some parts of it where I'm like, let's just forget about that. But The Mandalorian, I think, is like the only one that I can like fully go off and say top tier. Like,
my main issue with the Acolyte is they kind of made Anakin useless. Like, then they like because there's that whole civilization of like the women and like they can just make babies.
well,
Wasn't Anakin's whole point? It's just he was created out of nowhere or something, like with the midichlorians or whatever their reason was. Because I know at first it was midichlorians.
yeah.
And then I think they were like, yeah, all the comets aren't canon.
I wouldn't really say useless, because if you really think about it, there's also things called Night Sisters, which they can also do that, and that was like way before.
Yeah, I guess.
So, what I would say, like, if we're going like favorite fight scenes and like favorite stuff, I would say like the Texans and like the Old Republic. That's like my stuff. Like Arkin and all that, and Texan. Those are the coolest Star Wars characters in my entire opinion, because they're a completely different empire. Like they want to seek like full on. Like, do you know Invincible?
Yeah, I know.
Like, you know, the Viltrumites, you know, how they just want to be their own and like fuck everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically like that. They like go there. They don't care if you're a Republic or Empire. They're gonna kill you. Mm-hmm. None of that matter. They have like yellow lightsabers and shit like that. Freaking amazing. And Arkin with this freaking mask, top notch.
You know what Star Wars movie I think is underrated, and I know a lot of people say it's underrated. I see everyone being like, "Oh yeah, I loved Rogue One," but I also see many people just kind of forget about it. But it may have been that time, like, where they did, like, the in-between movies.
Well, I now know since Andor's come out, they've loved that crap. Like, they say Andor and Rogue One are, like, the best trilogy now, but
well, you know,
that's why I'm watching it.
It reminds me of, like, Amazing Spider-Man, where people kind of didn't appreciate it, and then when he got his...
That's the weird thing, is I always appreciated him.
Yeah.
Like, and all of a sudden people were like, yeah, I like him. I'm like, we didn't? Like him?
We didn't like him? Like,
I thought he was fantastic.
no, because, like, I was so...
What should I say? Amazing.
Say that again? Guys, I got it.
Jesus Christ.
One thing I remember, I was so bummed that he didn't get a third movie, and I was like,
yeah.
no, just I remember, I was like, I used to do on YouTube and type in Spider-Man 4 and look up fan made trailers,
Yeah.
and then Amazing Spider-Man 3 or Sinister Six movie and all those fan made trailers, and I was like, oh my god, it's coming out, and then I watched some movies, and I'm like, wait, this is from that.
I'm not gonna lie.
This is from that fan made trailer.
When I watched Amazing Spider-Man 2, I completely, like, after I watched that and my jaw dropped at the end, I did not watch that movie for a long time. Because I was not expecting her to just... I thought he was going to catch her ass and everything. And I was watching this. Like, I haven't known anything from it. Me and my friend Landon, we rented it on YouTube. We were watching this movie. And we stayed up all night. We're like, we're watching this like, hell yeah. Or like, you know, the whole cinematic of like him throwing that web, trying to catch her. And then she goes... And we're like... What the damn? She kind of hit that shit hard, didn't she? And then we're like, damn, she's just like knocked out. Is this gonna be like a weird like thing? All of a sudden he starts crying, and we're like, wow, like, man, this is emotional. And all of a sudden it just goes to the funeral, and we're like, oh! Like we grab each other like, whoa, wait, she, wait, what? She died? Like,
I think I'm trying to think. It was like May 2nd or something that movie came out. May 2nd or May 4th.
Yeah, it was after his birthday.
Yeah, and that was the first Spider-Man movie I saw in theaters.
You saw in theaters?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, no, we didn't even have that kinda.
It was because my parents, I talked about it so much, my parents saved up for it to go see the movie. And I watched all the Tobey movies, all the the only Andrew movie, I guess. And like, I was so bummed that he didn't get a third movie. And then I started. There's this dude. I don't know if his channel is still this name, but his name's Seven Webheads, and he used to talk about that, like, those movies so much. Like when Amazing Spider-Man 2 came out, he talked about the trailers and stuff like that. And there was one scene, I remember this one, where I was like, oh my god, Venom's gonna appear. Where there's this one scene where, like, it's like the side view of, like, Spider-Man's mask. And it's like there's a building, like, behind him. And there's this, like, black, like, dark figure, like, swinging, kind of. Or, like, it's on the building, and everyone's like, is that Venom? Because it's like this... dark figure almost on the building for some reason. And I was like, oh my god, Venom's gonna appear. And then
a rhino. And
then the third yeah. It was actually what's his name? Big Wheel. The big Spider-Man villain. And then I started watching other videos where it's like deleted scenes where, like, I think there's gonna be more.
I really wanted to know about the guy with the tattoo. I really wanted to.
Same.
I really wanted to know about, because we see him at the end almost like every movie, right? It's something about, because like there's that ending credit, or I swear after that first one, and then like he's like talking to I think maybe the lizard guy in prison.
Oh, that's not the same dude.
You sure?
Yeah.
I mean, I could have been wrong.
It's
But I could have sworn there was, I think the second movie where he goes like how he talked about his dad.
That's not the same dude. Yeah. Okay. So. What you're talking about,
they look just alike to me.
It's the gentleman dude, and I wouldn't be surprised if they used the same actor just for different roles to save money.
But as a kid, I could have sworn
but I know it wasn't the same, because it'd be weird for him to go from like some petty thief to all of a sudden this random like boss. Like,
I mean, but like it could make sense though, because he could never find his ass. He searched that whole ass place and never found that tattoo.
I guess, but like, I don't know. It just wasn't the same character.
What if he's the Taskmaster?
Oh my!
That would have been pretty cool. He's like just like, all right, how can I make him become Spider-Man?
And all of a sudden,
let me just kill his. And
all of a sudden, he turned into a Russian woman in the MCU.
Did I say my third favorite?
Lord of the Rings, right?
No, that's second.
Oh, that's second. No, you didn't say it.
Third is Marvel.
Okay.
Absolutely loved it. Winter Soldier was always one of my favorites, and then Quicksilver from the Fox. Love that Quicksilver. Magneto.
Evan
I loved
Peters.
it. Yeah, everything. For some reason, I was always into speed, like speedsters and shit like that. And I also like the just random characters who just didn't give a crap, like Winter Soldier. I know he's DC, but Lobo, all of them. I love those kind of Red X, Red Hood, all those kind of characters. I would have put like DC up here. Problem is like it's so Willy Wonka right now.
That's
and
true.
It's like if I went animated movies, yeah, for sure. But like, animated movies only go so far for me. Like, I feel like they got to be like more gruesome, kind of like Invincible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I enjoy that kind of cartoon. I don't want to like watch just Batman just beating the crap out of people like left and right and super fast speeds. But should we just go skip to the fourth? I feel like Marvel kind of just goes with you. I mean,
Yeah.
growing up with it, it's always great. I would say fourth. I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll say Karate Kid.
Okay.
Fucking love that franchise. It would be higher if there's more content, and I feel like it's probably stopping here. I don't see it doing more than Karate Kid Legends. I see that's probably the final thing.
I feel like the only reason they made that was because of
Cobra
Cobra
Kai.
Kai.
I like that movie. I feel like it just needs more love. It just needs more love. I mean, the actor could like Ben Wang, awesome.
I feel like if they, as a normal Karate Kid movie, it would have been fine. But it being advertised as...
You know what it felt like to me? I don't know if you've ever seen this movie, but it kind of felt like Never Back Down to me. Like, he's doing like a random side quest and then just starts beating the crap out of it.
I think we were watching that one. Hold on.
Yeah. You did watch it a little bit here.
That's with
Yeah.
Johnny Depp's ex, right?
Yeah, Amber Heard.
Okay,
Yeah. I think if the beginning really wasn't there and it was more about, Daniel and what's his name? Lee? What's Jackie Chan's character's name? Lee, right?
Let me check. Hold up.
Wow, I usually know. Oh, Mr. Han.
Han, there we go.
God dang it!
You didn't pick up the phone.
Yeah, I can't believe I forgot that. That's horrible.
I'm gonna stalk you now and come into your kitchen because you did remember.
That was a hilarious bit.
No,
I'm not even gonna
you were
lie.
dying laughing because one phone call and it took him one phone call and then he was like,
"Bro, what the hell?"
"Me go to America."
For real, like that's. But Cobra Kai, fucking love it. Couldn't get enough of it.
What are your top 3 seasons of Cobra Kai?
Oh man.
I know my top 3.
Dang, that's hard. Probably is Prime Hawk season 3, right?
That he has the red
Because he's
hair.
like becoming him in season 2.
Yeah, the Prime Hawk.
When he beats the crap out of that fat kid, that one's one of my top 10. Like when Hawk, like, just like, nah, I'm about to.
Oh,
And he just beats the living crap out of that.
Yeah,
guy.
that's season 3. I
Yeah.
was like, what's his name? Penis Breath? I thought you
No,
were
he's
talking
a
about
new
him.
guy. Or
Okay.
He doesn't even stay that long. He just gets his ass beat and he leaves.
Oh, that's true. I was like,
Because
Penis Breath.
Kyler starts fighting there.
Brooks,
I think
that's his
it's-
name. Brooks.
I think it's season 3, season 1, and then like the last season when Miguel just goes ham.
Okay.
Because I love it when Miguel could just beat the shit out of him. And my all-time favorite scene is when he sticks up for Sam in that cafeteria and beats all their asses in season 1.
My favorite scene
Episode 5.
is that final fight. And it's all his training montage. And like, when he's doing the kids, you see Johnny with the board again, you see him dodging with the tennis balls. And then I think the final one is where he's like that one pose.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like, am I doing it? You're doing it. And it's just like, that scene was just amazing.
I think from that season though, my favorite part was when he was like going off on Robbie saying like, yo, you're blowing it. And he's like, I'll show you how it's really done. And he goes up on that stage and does it by himself. that went so freaking hard for me.
I remember it was so funny because we were like, "Yeah, Robbie, you're blowing it," and then like, was it like 2 episodes later?
Well, the thing is, because like I thought Robbie, Miguel, and Hawk were going to be like top tier. So I just
what is this, bro? They were gonna do this?
Well, like top tier, like gonna beat their fucking asses. Like, but then all of a sudden Robbie's like sucking ass,
But
and I'm like,
Tori. It's because of Tori.
I feel like low key Robbie should have had his shine, but I understand where they ended his character.
I would say he deserved one win that wasn't almost killing him.
I feel like the trio should have been able to.
They should have had more trios.
Also, does Hawk even do anything in that season? He all of a sudden gets able to go and then doesn't do anything. Because it doesn't.
Hold up, it's
The team doesn't really do anything until Keen gets there. Because when Keen gets there, he kicks ass.
Hold up, it's Robbie Keen.
Yeah. Not Keen.
Kenny.
Kenny, yeah.
Okay. It's Robbie, Miguel, Sam, and Tori are like the obvious ones, and then Robbie and Tori. No,
Tori goes onto the other side.
But I'm talking about that first.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why, because Tori left. That's why. Yeah. That's why Hot goes.
Yeah. And because that one girl
Devin made Kenny into his pants.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden she drops out. He goes. Then he starts kicking ass out of nowhere.
You know what Hawk did? He accused Kenny of being a spy with Dimitri. Remember? Because Dimitri will Dimitri.
Oh yeah, because Dimitri goes instead, right?
Yeah,
because Dimitri kicks him down and takes that fucking flag, which pisses me off, by the way. Because how do you feel about Dimitri, man? He was so teeter-totting for me. Like I wanted to like him, but he was such a douche. About everything.
He was one of those characters that definitely got too much.
Okay, but when he got his girlfriend, I did fuck with that. Like,
Yasmin?
Yeah, Yasmin.
Yeah, he missed Johnny's big fight because he was busy getting some. No, he was like, "We won!" Oh, he's just adjusting his freaking geese. Like, "We won! Let's go!" He's like, her hair is a mess. Freaking
wild. Right. I feel like the more we talk about it, this is just going to go up my list. And also, just the Karate Kid movies, just alone, are just fantastic.
Well, all except one, right?
I mean, Karate Kid 4, it's fantastic until you get to the end. That last final scene is so dumb. She's like, she doesn't even go to the tournament. They go to these weird-ass, dumb-ass docks. They circle her ass. They somehow give her a 1v1. She beats the captain's ass, and then that's it. Like, it's so... I don't know. It's weird. But, alright, and then number 5, our last. What is yours?
I didn't talk about my number 4.
Oh, did you not?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Karate Kid.
Oh, wow.
my top favorite seasons, just to talk about it a little more, it's... I think season 4 is my favorite. Season 1...
Season 4 is Terry, right?
Yeah, season 4 is Terry. Yeah. Season 5 is when he goes when he takes control, and they're like the.
Gotcha.
It's more like a gym than the.
Yeah, the whole Danny boy.
Yeah, and then it's season 4, season 1, and then.
Let's see. Why does season 4 make it your favorite?
Robbie gets more to do in that season. I think. Like.
When does Miguel go to Mexico?
Season 5.
Okay, gotcha.
That's when the female body inspectors.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, it's the FBI.
I don't know. That one might be my favorite because.
What, season 5?
Whatever that season when Robbie and Miguel are fighting up the staircase and they become.
Oh yeah, season 5.
Yeah, that one. I don't know. I think I like them all. I think every season is just fantastic in its own way.
I think season 5 has its ups, but I think it's no.
It's so good. I don't know how to. Damn. I feel like number 4. I feel like 4 is low. I feel like Karate Kid's gotta be up there, man.
I feel like season 6. it's iffy for me because I remember we watched the first.
I don't know because Quan and everything. I was not expecting that death, man.
Well, the first 5 episodes, we were like, okay, we know it's setting it up. But I feel like there could have been like a episode or 2 that could have done more with something. And then the next 5 episodes came out. It was slow, but getting there, and then it got to that.
I feel like what would have been made it better paced if they didn't rush it and just made that a season.
Yeah,
like a regular season, the way they wanted it to do it, and then just finished it with one last season, like of just just a season of just them being together, like just a peace season of just bullshit.
I guess, but then like who would have been the villain? Just if they ended.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like it's just like like a 5 episode season of just just them just like, or it could just set up to like like they can finish it up and like finish it to where like they finish the tournament or whatever the last 5 episodes, and like the regular 5 is just Robbie and them like doing their career, and then it can set up like Dimitri and Hot going to college. Just
I would rather see like more shows than just 5 episodes of that, of like each one. Then
I don't know. I feel like it would have been kind of cool just to see Johnny and his like daughter and like the just the.
I guess, but I feel like if you do that, there's just too much to cram. Because it's just constantly going back to like what Miguel and Sam in Okinawa for like 5 minutes, then the next 5 minutes is them in a career, then the other's family, then the other's at college.
Or it could just been like an hour-long episode of just.
Oh, like what does Marvel do? Like those presentations or whatever. Like it's an hour long or something. That's it. Just like something like that, like an hour long.
Do we want to talk about our 5?
Yeah.
Since we talk about Karate Kid a lot.
Yeah. My number 1 5. This might surprise you. How to Train Your Dragon.
Okay.
Again, I grew up
like the movies, or like the movies and TV shows.
A little bit of both. Everything.
So I read the books first before I even watched the movies.
Everything but the recent show
Gotcha.
is awful. Bro, that show's awful. Like
I watched the very first show that came out, like the Riders of Burke or something like that.
I think it was the Riders of Burke. Oh, I also watched those bonus episodes. Like what was it? The Bone Napper too. It's so funny. It's just like the Bone Napper. He destroyed my home, and just like his pair of underwear just started a fire. It's like, come on, Mel, we're gonna find the Bone Napper.
Did you read the books?
I read some of the books. I don't remember them much.
I always thought it was wild that Toothless was a garden.
Yeah, he was a very different dragon, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's just a really small garden dragon.
Yeah,
but
he looked like the terrible little dragons or whatever, like the one.
Yeah. But down the line, he was actually like missed, like made. He wasn't even like a garden dragon. He was like one of like the what was it, the Big Death kind of dragon, and he becomes like insanely huge at the very last book.
Oh, the Red Death or something.
Yeah, he becomes like an insane ass dragon at the end. But my 5 is Tron.
Okay.
Loved Tron Legacy when it came out. That was literally the reason why I'm probably straight. I saw Korra and was like, holy shit. It was kind of like the Batman meme where it's like, like the music and crap. The special effects, amazing, like top tier. I recently watched the very first movie, still fantastic. Even though it's really old, I think it holds up great. It follows along with the Legacy, the second movie, the Tron Evolution or Legacy show, freaking fantastic. The games, fantastic. It's honestly would be my favorite franchise if there's more content.
I would say I don't know much about Tron besides it's like an AI world or something.
In a sense, I guess it's not like really like an AI world. I'd say it's more or less just it's literally a grid.
Okay.
Like a grid of anything. Like anything can be built there. Anything can be like there's no disease. There's it's just codes.
Well. I guess
I would say it's more of like a coding world. I
didn't see much of it advertised. Like my only thing my only knowledge of Tron was some Disney commercial where it had the Mad Hatter going like all together now.
Yeah.
And like there's like brief glimpses of different Disney movies, and Tron was one of them. And then it's like showing different like Disney movies, and
Tron's so good.
Tron's one of them. But I just saw him like on the motorcycle and stuff, and that was my only knowledge of Tron.
Well, I would say that I didn't know anything about it. I was really sick at my grandma's house, and my mom came over, and she rented a movie for me because I was sick, and she put it on. She put on Tron. I never knew what this movie was. It started up. I was like, "Whoa, this is fantastic!" I watched it all. I was like, "Well, what is there else to watch?" And all of a sudden, the show came out. I watched the show. I watched the first movie. Freaking fantastic. I've loved it ever since. Yeah.
Tron Uprising?
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
So good. Oh, by the way, the guy from Lord of the Rings voices him.
Which guy?
Beck, the main character. The Lord, Frodo Baggins.
Okay, yeah.
The main character.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah. Shit. Alright, so we talked about our top 5. Actually, this accidentally leans into your question, actually.
Okay.
What are our least favorite franchises? Or least favorite movies? That either people agree with or don't agree with.
Okay, I got you.
And you said, you mentioned one, or you mentioned 2 earlier before we started. But is that a hot take or just?
All right. I get what you're saying. Like a hot takes of what are like the franchises that we don't like, or
I was thinking like just movies we don't like in general,
yeah. Like,
and they can be hot takes or not.
Well, the thing is, I know I'm going to die on this hill, but I cannot stand the Robert Pattinson Batman. I think it is so fucking boring. I have watched it the first time. Thought it was horrendous. I actually ended up... I was actually on a date while I was watching the very first time. And it was the very first day it came out, by the way. This is on a Thursday. Open release. Nobody was in the theater. It was literally just me and her. We started watching the movie. We turned to each other and was like, this is really boring. We died laughing because it was so boring. Then we just started making out. Didn't watch the movie. The movie ended. We left. It was whatever. Second day, the next day after that, I asked my friend. I was like, "Hey Shane, would you like to go and watch this movie with me?" He was like, "Hell yeah!" Well, we watched that movie. I fall asleep. Can't watch it. Boring as hell. I watched it. After that, I get HBO Max and I try to watch it on HBO Max. I watch it. After the movie ended, I was like, "Why did I ever do that shit again? I shouldn't even watch that movie. I can't stand it. It's so boring." The whole entire movie is just a depressed Batman who barely talks through the whole movie. The only thing I thought was cool was Penguin in the Batmobile scene. After that, the Riddler just gets arrested and his gooners do like the whole entire thing, which I don't understand. But what really made me mad is they kept going back to the same place the whole movie. It was just like random part of Gotham, and then all of a sudden we kept going back to the Penguin Ice Lounge. Every single few minutes. All of a sudden, you just see Catwoman and Batman like walking towards the camera. And all of a sudden, they're at the Penguin Lounge, and you have to go through all that bullshit again, and then get back. I was more of a villain in that movie than the freaking Riddler. I don't even remember why Riddler was in the movie until the very end, when he starts singing and all of a sudden the water breaks or whatever and it floods the place. I'm like, what? This movie sucks ass. And the only other cool part is like when he like is in the water and takes off a flare. He doesn't even save the people. He just like, can you find me? Guys, I'm over here. And he just rounds up the people. Like, it's so boring. But anyway, your hot take?
My hot take? Oof.
I'd also say Aquaman. I couldn't stand those movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, boring.
Aquaman for me, it was...
I like Jason Momoa, but I've fallen asleep every single time I watch Aquaman.
I feel like for me, Aquaman, like the movie at least, it was a fun watch the first time, and then it was just those movies. Just like,
What was even the second one about? First one was about Black Manta, right?
It was about Black Manta. Well, it was about the main one was Ocean Master, his half brother, and then
I don't even remember that.
he was the guy.
I fall asleep when Aquaman goes to the ocean.
So like
He drinks a bottle of rum or whatever and jumps in the ocean, and that's when I start falling
are you
asleep.
talking about after he takes like the photo with them?
I think so.
He's like, can we have a photo with you? Oh yeah, sure. All right, so going to the ocean.
I just remember him drinking and jumping in the ocean, and that's when I started getting tired.
The first one was like him and his like versus Ocean Master's like half brother, and he's like, you're half Atlantean, so you don't deserve the throne that your mother left or whatever. You don't deserve to be called an Atlantean.
Yeah, that whole just...
And I think they tried to find the mom because it was a whole thing of like, see, maybe still alive or something. And then Black Manta. You know how you said that you wished, or not you wished, you thought Winter Soldier was going to be like pop in every now and then?
Oh, yeah.
That's what kind of how Black Manta is when he gets the Black Manta suit.
Oh, okay.
He's kind of like that. He like appears like 1 or 2 times to mess up Aquaman's plans, and then he's like, gets, I don't know how he survives this thing because his laser destroys his suit, but he gets defeated, and then like they take the throne of Atlantis or something, I don't know. And then the second one, it's again about Black Manta, but it's mostly about him, and you know how like Thor 2, he and Loki.
That's a rough one.
He and Loki kind of teamed up to find like something or like to help each other, or whatever. It was kind of like that. He and his half brother.
I thought Thor 2 was pretty awful. So
I think everyone agrees that's like the worst Thor. Bottom 2.
Okay, so out of that though, or did you say your thing?
My hot take?
Like, or like a movie that you don't really like? Because I was going to say my least favorite franchise, and I have one, and I think it will surprise a lot of people, but I might get a lot of hate for it.
Trying to think. I don't. Usually my hot takes, or usually my opinions are pretty standard, or the things I've seen, I don't care enough to actually... Oh, okay, actually, hold up. I think I have one. Sorry. Whew, alright.
Now I know what you were talking about. What two I talked about.
Yeah. Those ones.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I might get shot for that one.
There's 3 I'm thinking of. I'm trying to decide which one. Oh, okay. I didn't like Tom Holland's movies a lot. I think Homecoming they all had their moments. I think Homecoming was, without Tobey and Andrew, the best movie, but with Tobey and Andrew, it's going to be no way.
I loved Homecoming, and the only reason why I really loved it is because that scene where he's like playing with his gadgets and shit in that little warehouse. You know, like he gets trapped. He gets trapped in there, and he has to wait until the decathlon or whatever, and then wait for it to open up. I actually really love that scene because it just made me feel like a kid because I would have done that shit.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of the, I'm not saying I don't like him.
Yeah.
I actually like his Spider-Man and his take because it does. It reminds me of something we would do if we got trapped. It's like, well, I have all this spare time till the doors open. I can just test out my gadgets, throw a web ball, web grenades, everything.
Okay, here's my take on this.
There's just like some things I think Far From Home was it was my least favorite. That's my least favorite. It might be not only my least favorite Spider-Man movie.
Also, I hate the Flash in it. Or what is it? Is his name Flash, right?
The bully.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
He's whack.
I'm split on that. As a bully, I think he does a good job at just being annoying.
I think he deserves to get bullied. He's not the bully.
Well, you got to think it's like this poor ass kid and then this rich kid.
I feel like Ned should have been like the guy who plays as Ned should have been the bully instead.
And then, but as a Flash Thompson, I don't like him. That's what I think. Because what I think is I'm not because I would.
He would have a cool Harry.
That's
like a douchey Harry, and then all of a sudden, like when they go to college, then he's like actually a cool guy.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Just like I was thinking, just like you don't really see bullies actually like the TV or movies portray them as of now.
Yeah.
Now it's just they just tease you about I don't know. Let's say you have like about literally anything. It could be like your social status, your freaking implied of race or anything. It can literally be anything you get made fun of. And I think he does that well to a degree. And I just like how he just kind of makes Peter's life miserable. And also as a way to escape being Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Being like, I could be Spider-Man so I don't have to deal with him anymore. Which, Flash Thompson interpretation I don't like. That's my thing. He's good as a bully, today's standards. As a Flash standard, no. And again, it might be different in like what 20 years or so.
Yeah, I mean that new movie looks fire. So
already the set photos and everything
freaking good.
So that's my take. What are yours now?
I did think that he was a little like how they said like Andrew was like too cool to be Spider-Man.
Yeah,
that's how I felt with Tom Holland. I thought he was too cool. Like he just felt too suave.
Okay.
And also, I didn't like how he was such a Tony Hawk pet. You know what I mean? Like
Tony Hawk.
I mean, not Tony Hawk. I mean,
Tony Stark.
Yeah, I was for some reason. But yeah, Tony Stark. I didn't like how he was so under his wing.
My thing is, I think the best way I can describe Tom Holland's Spider-Man, it would have been better as like a Robin or Nightwing series.
Yeah.
Because like there's a scene in not Injustice, Young Justice, where they're talking about like I think Shazam because they find out he's actually a kid.
Yeah.
And they were having a meeting, and Diana's Wonder Woman's like, it wouldn't be the first time Batman would agree to bring a kid on like dangerous missions, and he's like, the only reason I did it was so Robin didn't become like me. Yeah. I wanted to make him better. And in that scene where he's getting yelled at, where he's like, I wanted to be just like you, and I wanted you to be better. That's what I think. That's what I do like that where. I
get what you mean.
It's like this hero who knows he has made mistakes and he sees the potential in someone and knows that he won't be perfect, but he can try to make him better and not make the same mistakes. Because he goes from like wanting to be a superhero in the first movie, to being. I know a lot, which is another reason I don't understand a lot of people's issues with Tom. Is they go one movie to being like, oh, he doesn't want to be Spider-Man in the first movie. He wants to be a teenager. And then the second movie, he does just want to be a teenager. He literally saw his mentor die.
Yeah.
He died, and not only did his mentor die, he dusted away. And to him, it felt like, like the blink of an eye, he wasn't there anymore. It was like he felt awful, and then all of a sudden he's just like, where the fuck am I? It's been like 5 years apparently. But like this little kid that was, he would have been 16, so 11 is now my age now. So he's like, I just want to break from the superhero stuff. And then the third movie, he still wants to be like that. But again, he can't because his secret's out.
Okay, how did that make sense to you? On the was it Far From Home when they do the blip thing, right?
Yeah.
All that?
Yeah.
So, how does this make sense, okay?
Okay.
They blip.
Mm-hmm.
They come back. And, there was that whole joke where Flash couldn't order a drink because he's not... He's
not actually 21, yeah.
Okay. But, how the hell did that Asian nerd kid grow up 5 years and still in high school?
Because he would have been like 11, and he would have been around, or what was it? Was it their senior
No,
trip?
he didn't blip.
Yes, he did. Oh no, he didn't blip. Yeah, he didn't blip. So he aged 5 years.
How's he still in high school?
Because he would have been like, if he's the same age, he would have been like 11 or 12.
No. He was already in their class. Because remember, he used to be the crying and nerd kid and all that. And now he's the sexy whatever thing moving on in MJ.
That is... Hold on, let me ask something.
Because then technically Flash would have aged 5 years in the blip. Then he would have been able to drink alcohol.
Whoa.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Let me... Brad Davis, hold up.
Because how in the world did he get blipped and changed and not everybody else? Because then that means technically Peter Parker should be older.
Wait, okay, now I'm confused. What are you trying to ask? So
when they're on that plane and there's that guy moving on MJ, that Asian guy, yeah, they make a joke where it's saying that he used to be the wimpy, blah 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 blah, crying kid or whatever, but now he's this masculine, tall, older guy. And they're like, yeah, like how did he change so far fat? Like, and then they make a joke where Flash can't have a drink because he blipped. So if the Asian guy didn't blip, and it's been 5 years, why is he still in high school?
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. So this is his photo right here.
And then he changes.
What I'm thinking...
You know what I mean?
What I'm thinking is maybe Midtown could be like... Well, no, it says a high school.
That's what always has messed me up through that movie.
What I'm thinking is it probably could be one of those, like... And again, it's fictional, but also at the same time, I don't know. But, a classmate of Peter Parker's who was significantly younger before the blip. Being tortured by Peter and his friends. When the blip occurred, he did not disappear but aged normally while those who were snapped. Wow.
So bro fell like a few times in high school before his friends came?
Brad did not get snapped away. He aged normally, whether snapped it, and now he has the same age as Peter. Peter and Ned are all 21 by birth year. Brad is 16. They did not blip. Okay.
But it still doesn't make sense of how 5 years ago he's still in high school.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, actually. But I'm thinking they probably didn't even realize it. They were just like, let's just make this kid.
Yeah, but it bothered. Like I was like, wait, but if they knew that from their class, because isn't in Far From Home, isn't he just like a sophomore? Because he was a freshman in Homecoming, right?
Let me check how old they are, because if they're how.
Because if he's just a sophomore and that freaking kid
is 16, so yeah, they would have been sophomores or juniors. That age, so he would have been what, 11 about that time. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. That's probably just something they didn't think of.
Yeah, but the funny thing is like, I'm surprised they didn't think about it since he's such a since he's so part of the. Yeah, he's part of that whole story.
I would say that is weird because they don't think about it to be like, oh.
And also, if we're thinking about that in that sense, that's an old ass dude going to go watch Peter Parker take his clothes off in that place. Because remember, he's like, oh, he's getting naked with that Russian girl, and they're like, why are you taking pictures of him like changing?
Well, we know he's 16, 17. So that's his normal age, why they didn't age. But I would say that is kind of stupid. They didn't think about that. If it would have been like 3...
So bro started high school at 11 years old and then failed a few times?
I guess. He's in a Midtown jersey. That is weird. Unless for some reason they just retconned it to be like a middle and high school.
That never bothered you when you watched it?
I didn't even think about it.
I caught it firsthand. I was in the theaters watching that going, what? This kid has been... like, how old is this kid? I was like...
He would have graduated if he was a freshman
even 5 years ago.
I don't know. That is
Dude,
weird.
It only takes 4 years to get through high school.
I don't know. It depends on if you fail or not.
That's what I'm saying, but like...
Oh, wow. It's
always bothered me.
I didn't even think about that.
Because I was thinking, like, wait, why wouldn't Flash be able to do it if they aged? And I looked up, I was like, did this guy blip? And it said no. And I was like, so how is he still in high school? I was like, so all of his friends got blipped, and he stayed in high school the whole entire time? Like, damn, hey, high school ain't nothing like how my friends used to be. Unless they just stopped doing school since everybody, like, half the whole world blipped. They're like, man, fuck school. And everybody came back and was like, we'll start rural life again.
No, because they did resume. If they did do that, they still resumed it, because, you know, there's that video of, like, the marching band blipping, or Dustin, and then they blip back, and then, like, that one dude gets, like, his basketball over his head. So they still did resume high school at some point if they did take a break and be like...
That's wild to think about that.
You know what? This doesn't even surprise me, because remember that...
and nobody talks about it, by the way.
You know that Homecoming where, like... It's supposed to be like 4 years later or something, but it's like 8 years later. It's like it's not the start of the movie where, like, it takes place right after the events of what is it? The first Avengers movie. It's the Vulture, they get fired and everything, and then he's like, and then he's like, we're gonna make our own toys or whatever, and it's like 8 years later, and then it's the present day. If it took place in 2012 and it's 8 years later, it would have been 2020 instead of 2016 or 17, which I think it's supposed to be, because it takes place right after Civil War, and then he gets dropped off, and he's like, okay, I'll expect a call or text from you guys. Like, months later, he doesn't receive any text. He's like, hey, I'm free at this time. I get off of school this time. Just let me know when I can spider on or whatever.
It would be pretty sick, though, if they, like, use those plot holes for multiverses. Like, imagine, like, there's, like, different splits. They could just, like, fill in those little holes for the Secret Wars. You know, like, all of a sudden a Vulture comes out of nowhere, and he's like, yeah, I'm from 6 years instead of 8 years.
You know what actually pisses me off?
What?
We can all... Here's our hot take. Morbius.
I love that movie. I'm not even...
I was about to say, no one else likes that movie but us that I've met.
Dude, I've watched it a few times after that. Like, it still holds up. Like, the special effects is great.
My main thing with it is that post-credit scene.
The one with the guy dancing, or...
No, that's... No.
Oh, I got you.
With Vulture, it's like... Apparently, I've been in a new universe. I think Spider-Man's up to it. And it's so obviously a stunt double or someone standing in, because he's, like, moving and he's talking... You know how Hiccup gets made fun of for, like, talking like this with his shoulders or whatever? And How to Train Your Dragon?
I'm gonna be honest. I just remember him, like, flying and then, like, hitting the ground. Like,
a Vulture?
Yeah, that's all I remember. Or like him flying by and then coming back around.
No, he flies to find someone, and he somehow meets Morbius, and he's like, I think I got transported in a different unit. And he somehow has his Vulture gear. Again, he doesn't... He's new to this universe. Apparently, he's new to this universe. He doesn't know this universe. No one else. And he's like, I've been in a new universe. I think Spider-Man's up to it. He's like, intrigued.
I think I didn't... I guess when I watched that, I just didn't take much of the context. It's just like, oh, there's Vulture and Morbius. Then Spider-Man could be connected to this. This sounds dope.
I think...
I just watched that movie and was like, hey, that was a fun-ass ride.
I blame Sony for all the problems.
I feel like low-key just Sony needs to just talk to Marvel and be like, alright.
Well, you gotta understand, while Sony knows that's what the fans want, you gotta think of it from a money business or a business aspect. So Sony's biggest IP is Spider-Man. Yeah. And if they sell that, they're gonna lose money because they're not making it.
I'm talking about, like, just go to Marvel and be like, how do I make this better so I can get more money for Spider-Man? You know what I'm saying?
I guess, but you gotta... But, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean...
It's just...
Sony does great with Spider-Man in some ways, and Marvel does great with Spider-Man in some ways. I don't know.
I think it all depends on the director and who... If they have a plan or not.
Yeah. I mean... Yeah. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I don't really know, but I do enjoy Morbius. The only thing I would think would be, like, need to be changed is, like, the face stuff. Like when they like transform their face into the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like redo that look, and I'm like, hey, like fantastic movie. I low-key did wish it was rated R, so we got to see like the gore aspect.
That is another.
I was not expecting it to be PG-13.
That's another thing. I kind of wish Morbius and the Venom movies, especially with Carnage.
The Venom movie. Oh my god!
Especially when they had Carnage, it should have been rated R.
Yeah, that movie. No. That movie's still good though. I still fuck with the movie. It's just it needs to be more.
No, because the teaser trailer, you know how like Suicide Squad, like the teaser trailer was so different than the actual movie.
Which one are you talking about? The second one or the first one?
The first one with the one with.
I love the first one. Cannot stand the second one.
Really?
Cannot stand the second one.
Okay, I have my thoughts on not the second one, but the first one. I'll get back to that. But you know how like the teaser, like the Comic-Con trailer, was so different than the first movie. It was like a darker tone. It had more Joker, and then the second one, and then the movie was like had like Bohemian Rhapsody, AC/DC, so many different songs in it. It was a completely different vibe from the very first teaser. That's how the Venom movie.
Remember, I don't watch trailers and stuff. When I hear that there's a movie coming out, I want to know nothing about it until I watch that movie.
Okay, Okay, if you want to, after this podcast or whenever you have free time, search up Suicide Squad Comic-Con 2016 trailer. Okay. It still gives me goosebumps because it's one of those trailers. I think it's better than the movie.
Wow.
I know there's reasons why there were changes, but I'll get back to that because I have so many opinions on DC right now. You know I do.
Yeah, I'm so... DC has let me down so hard so many times to the point where I've just like low-key kind of given up on it. I love DC like as a kid and stuff, but I just...
So the Venom trailer, that teaser trailer gave off... It was one of those things was like you saw the scenes in the movie.
Yeah.
It was just, for some reason, it hits different in the trailer. And it was just, no, because people were like, is this a Venom trailer? There's no Venom. It's just, it ends with like, it's like this whole creepy narration by Eddie Brock. It's just like these slow, short scenes. And like, I think it's like under a minute or something. Or like, I may be wrong, but it gives off a very different vibe than the final movie is. And I don't think it's because of studio interference. I think they were trying to go for a rated R movie. Yeah. But Sony was like, no, this is a Spider-Man character. We need to make money. So they were like, make it PG-13. And also, when it was first announced, Carnage was going to be the main villain of the first movie.
Oh.
And
I was going to say, was he not?
No, it was, I mean, this is Ravage.
Oh yeah. Race? No.
I'm trying to think. Venom's voice. No, it wasn't Wrath. What the fuck is his name? All I remember is Venom.
Yeah, I remember him saying it like a dumb name. And he goes, "What?"
Venom movie. What are we? Catchphrase.
Yeah, that movie. Yeah, I still can't believe that's just from Free Guy. I could have sworn that was from something else.
Riot, that's what it was.
Riot, yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is it? Because
honestly, to me, I thought he was more like hard to beat than Carnage was.
Because
Carnage didn't even feel that hard.
I think because they were saving I think it was, again, like I said, I think it was supposed to be Carnage for the first movie, and then they just made it Riot for some reason.
Now, when I did hear about Woody Harrelson was going to be Carnage, I was like, hey, I'm down. I was going to watch that movie.
I think another thing about it was Riot and Venom were... Because remember, Carnage is an offspring of Venom. Yeah. I think because the symbiotes that fell on that spaceship not only... I wouldn't say knew each other, but... were from that planet.
It sucks that they died that quick, though.
I know, like they knew
that third movie.
They knew their powers and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's why, because they knew weak points, they knew their strong points, so they blah blah blah. Well, I think Carnage, it's like a baby essentially. It's just, and we didn't get time to actually develop Carnage. It could have been cool to be like,
yeah, he just
like in Spectacular Spider-Man, like the TV show,
Yeah.
he thinks he beats Venom and puts him in like concrete, and then Eddie breaks out of prison or something. I don't know. He comes back. He breaks where he thinks Venom is, and gets the symbiote back. That's what I think should have happened. They think they killed off the symbiote, and it's like, oh, I can eat. It's like, where is it? And he gets it. It's like, I'm Carnage again, but stronger or whatever. That's what I think should have happened, or should have happened, or it should have all been leading up to maybe a big. I remember they were going to introduce a They were initially going to introduce a Spider-Man for their villain universe. It just never did. Which I think it could have been cool to introduce Spider-Man at either the second or third movie and have him fight Carnage or something.
Yeah.
Or in the same way, like I think the Sinister Sinister Six movie was being set up. It's going to be set up like Spider-Man was the antagonist of them. Not like they're doing the right thing. We don't see it from his point. We don't see it from their point of view. It's like, oh yeah, we're villains.
Honestly, I think the only good Sinister Six that we're ever gonna get is from the Spider-Man game.
I think the Spectacular Spider-Man show is pretty good too.
Well,
I like the first one better.
it's like animated stuff is kind of hard for me because it never feels canon. You know what I mean? Like I just like for like the universe. Like I mean, I understand for like the animated universe, yeah, but like just alone from I'm talking about like just Marvel, like MCU. You know what I'm talking about?
But
Like,
the game isn't MCU.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like the only like best thing that we would truly get is from the Sony
Oh, okay.
Spider-Man game. It's like that's the only thing I think we were gonna truly get from like Sony or MCU. That's like the only sinister thing we're gonna get, unless they do Brand New Day or whatever. I have no idea what could be Brand New Day.
I remember they were.
I know they said that Mission Negative and all that's gonna be in there. So
Well, apparently he's not now.
not.
There's reports that he is. There's reports that he's not. Which I think is a missed opportunity if he's not in it.
I don't know.
Also,
He could.
my thing is, I feel like they're ending this universe too quickly. Because Secret Wars
Yeah,
is
Secret Wars is gonna be wild.
Which Secret Wars is going to be a reboot at the end.
Are they gonna do it like the comics, Secret Wars, like with the parallel universe going in, and they have to like destroy everything?
Yeah, it's literally going to be like reset into one universe at the very end.
No multiverse. I don't know how they're gonna do this, man.
I think. Well, my understanding is we're going to follow one universe. That's my understanding. Not that there's going to be
Which
one
are we
universe.
gonna be following?
Well, no. Let me rephrase it. We're going to get all these crossovers and all these cameos, right? At Doomsday and Secret Wars, right?
I hope they're not like full on just cameos. I'm hoping they're like actually a part of the movie.
What I'm thinking is, at the very end, however they do it, just it may be from the same way they do it in the comics, maybe this a very different way somehow. My understanding is the older characters are getting recast.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Actually, most of them. Maybe Chris Hemsworth might stay as Thor.
I heard that too.
But the newer characters are staying, and they're gonna recast the X-Men. I think they're staying with the Fantastic Four cast as of now, and acting like they've all been in one universe. But they're from different universes. But it's like you make one universe, like one Earth or whatever, one universe, but you take pieces of it. So you take a new X-Men cast, you take some of the old MCU, you take this Fantastic Four, you take a new Avengers cast.
Imagine if we get a new Spider-Man.
That's what I don't know, because I don't know if he's staying. I'm sure he is, because he looks.
I don't know, because Tom Holland, man, he's scaring me with all that Zendaya stuff. Because like he says, if he has a kid, he's gonna stop acting for a while. So, you didn't know that?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, because like they're getting married or whatever. So, if they have kids and he's done, we're kind of screwed.
Well, I'm sure he'll
finish his contract or whatever.
And then he'll stop. I don't think he'll just
like. That's what I'm saying. Like they're probably gonna have to like either figure out a way to recast his ass pretty soon, or they're just stuck with a random ass 3 Spider-Man films that are not connecting anything.
Well, that was another thing I was going to say, is because I feel like
He's got to do a trilogy if he's starting Brand New Day.
that's what I was going to say, because I feel like
Because then we have a whole nother Andrew Garfield on our hands.
What I was going to say, I feel like I think Marvel got scared after Quantum Realm.
Ant-Man?
Yeah, I think they just.
I love that movie.
I think they got scared after it underperformed, and all the Jonathan Major stuff that came out, and they're just like, and also a bunch of other movies and projects just underperforming, like with viewers. And
I also think just streaming itself has really messed that up, because I wasn't even going to watch Thunderbolts until you said it was fantastic. Then I was like, okay, I gotta watch it. Now I've seen it. Say that again? You got me on that one, I'm not gonna lie. But I saw that movie 4 times in the theaters. So I mean, I've already seen that more than I've seen
that's the
Infinity War and Endgame.
That's the bad part about it, is I feel like they should have done things. They should have switched projects around so that, or either not done some of them at all.
Or I feel like it's going in a good direction right now with the Thunderbolts, and I haven't seen Fantastic Four, but I want to.
But I feel like they waited too long. I feel like the good stuff took too long to actually make, and so so there was a bunch of crap that got put out, and then it's just like, well, I don't know if it'll be good. I don't want to spend my money, like $60 on one ticket just to pay for a movie that might be mid at max.
But I mean, what you said, Fantastic Four was great.
It was. I would say that.
I think Thunderbolts is great. So I mean, I think it's going in the right direction. Did you watch Ironheart?
I saw. I didn't watch it.
I didn't either.
You know what?
It's not about the racist aspect. I don't give a crap that who she is. I just don't care for the character. Like I've never read comic books for Ironheart. I actually, to be honest, I learned about Ironheart when I played the Lego Marvel superhero game.
That's how I learned about it too.
That is the only way I knew about Ironheart. So I literally don't know a single thing about it, and I just have no interest.
You know what my thing was? It was oh shoot, we gotta end this soon.
Yeah. That's why I can have the camera.
What I was thinking, they just do too many loose ends. They were setting up for a Young Avengers project. That hasn't come out. We haven't seen we haven't
even seen Kate Bishop. Like where is she at?
Exactly. We saw
I enjoyed her too.
We saw her one post-credit scene. That was it.
Okay. Did you like all the Marvel TV shows? I mean, besides Ironheart that we haven't seen.
Okay.
I didn't like the first one, WandaVision. I hated that one.
Secret Invasion. You hated that one?
I hated that one.
Secret Invasion.
That one just tripped me up. I was like, what?
I hated that movie. I
didn't know what to take from it. Like, I was like, so everything has been either, also there's nothing to it. Like, no one has talked about it.
They're gonna ignore it. I know they are.
Are they?
Yeah.
Because, like, how long has Nick Fury technically been up there then? If that guy, because technically Far From Home, he was a Skrull, right?
Yeah, it showed him on that spaceship having a Skrull do his job for him. That's another thing. I feel like I
don't know.
That's another thing. I feel like they did certain storylines bad.
Yeah. I feel they're like, oh, this would have been a good idea. Yeah, let's do that. And then like, okay, now we're going with Secret Wars. Oh, okay.
I feel like there should have been at least one more Avengers movie before Doomsday and Secret Wars. I feel like there should have been. I feel like either Secret Invasion or the Annihilation storyline should have been. Well, actually, maybe not that one, but at least another.
Like set it up to like kind of like where like Thunderbolts or like a Young Avengers kind of way.
Yeah, that or just be like just to make sure these characters are still connected, and here's where we go from now.
There's so many projects that are just ended, and then all of a sudden we're just in this other era that's like just like because like Eternals, like that fucking
Eternals, Thor 4, everything
is now finally talked about in Brave New World, and it's not even really like it's just like what they're fighting over the
which even then they made it such a big deal that adamantium's going to be included, but then it's not going to matter because we're getting a new X-Men cast anyways.
So is it technically stronger than their vibranium? Because I couldn't remember what they were talking about. What, did they say was it stronger or weaker?
I think they said it's officially the
or
strongest
as strong.
metal. They either said as strong or stronger.
I remember them talking about in that event or whatever, but I didn't. I only watched it the one time in theaters, and I tried to watch it one time in here, and I just. Yeah, Brave New World was.
It was a mixed bag for me.
Yeah, it was good and a bad movie.
You know what should have been his first movie? The Falcon Winter Soldier.
Yes,
that should have been
fantastic.
That should have been.
I love that
movie.
show. I would say though, I do understand that though, because if that was going to be the next Captain America movie, quote unquote, that did have a lot of Winter Soldier in there, like to not be a Captain America.
But I feel like there was a lot of things they could have got rid of to make it a movie. At least like
I don't know, because I liked every little bit of it. I didn't like the what's their names? The Wakandians?
No, not the Wakandians. The Earth people, like the
Earth people. What show you watching?
The terrorists that.
Oh, like the handprint people.
Yeah, I didn't like them.
I thought that was cool.
I thought the concept was cool. I didn't like how she was like, "Oh, it doesn't matter if we kill innocent people."
I thought that was funny. Like I thought that was cool.
They
felt like actual villains to me.
I liked them at the start, and then they kind of lost me at like around like the final few episodes.
Well, wait, what happened to them? Did they just disappear?
They just died. Like some got a. I think they literally
was
all
the Captain
died.
America guy killed them all? The racist Captain America?
What? Oh, John?
Yeah,
oh.
John.
I was like, huh? No, what's his... Zemo. He had his butler bombed him.
Dang. I need to rewatch it because I watched it the very first time, and that's
another thing. I hate how abrupt they end some of their stuff. It's like you set up this whole thing, and it's just like, oh yeah, my butler just bombed their vans. Now they're all gone. No one else is going to take over their ideas. Or like...
because they believe that Thanos was right.
Yeah, or like, what was it? It was like, oh yeah, this is my son, Scar, from another planet.
Oh yeah, well, Hulk.
Or like,
wait, what was that? She-Hulk?
She-Hulk, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no. The piss.
Oh, I forgot about She-Hulk, man. Oh god, I forgot about that dumb show.
I forgot how it's like, this is a bad ending to an episode.
And then she goes to like the menu of Disney Plus.
Yeah, she's like, Kevin, stop. All right.
Yeah, that was
And it's just like some buffet or some picnic, just like, hey guys, this is my son, Scar.
Bro, I couldn't even believe my eyes when I saw her twerking. I was like, what is going on?
We are as a society.
Yeah. I mean, but like, I didn't like fully diss that movie until like the last episode. Because I was like, last episode, I was like,
no,
why did I watch this shit?
Another thing I kind of hate. This isn't just Marvel; it's DC too. They use iconic names or teams or characters, and don't do anything with them. Like I think the best way I can describe it is BVS with Jimmy Olsen, or I didn't actually mind this. I actually thought it was a cool idea. MODOK. I thought that was a cool idea, where they made him the Darren dude.
Yeah, me too. I enjoyed that.
And then, but there was one. It was was it the Intelligentsia in She-Hulk? It was supposed to be an all-Hulk villain group. The leader, Abomination, maybe MODOK, but there was...
And Abomination is actually just a chill dude.
Yeah.
That pissed me off.
Dun.
Why was he always pissed in the fucking, like, that one Hulk movie? Because it's technically part of the MCU, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so why did they fight? Just because he was pissed, or just trying to get over...
I don't know.
I don't know. What the hell?
But the Intelligentsia is supposed to be Hulk villains.
What I feel like what should have happened, or what needs to happen, is I feel like Marvel should just make a team, so there's not like you know how like the was it LaRusso brothers or whatever, how they made all that. It needs to be under a director or whatever, and stop changing shit. Like, stop changing directors or whatever. Just have your one team and work on the project so it all links up. Because I feel like there's so many directors and other things making, and like, what the fuck, Moon Knight? We're just gonna leave him like that? That was top notch. That could have almost been an Oscar performance. Like
Oscar Isaac.
Yeah. But what sucks to me is like that could have been like legendary. They could have made.
You know. Actually, my thing is, I think they were setting up too much.
Yeah, all once.
Because there were so many. There were 3 sagas that I think Marvel wanted to do at once. They wanted to do a cosmic saga, a multiverse saga, and a supernatural saga. But I think when like one thing didn't go right, they just stopped. Like with Moon Knight and Doctor Strange.
I think I know how they can fix it though.
How?
The Loki series, bro. I kind of forgot about that.
Oh, that's true.
Like, he could be like fucking shit up with like him holding everything. Like, you know, it could be
just like, oh shoot, I forgot that one. My bad.
Oh, my bad. Oh wait, I forgot about the Eternal crap. Let me grab that one.
Moon Knight. Okay.
Oh shit, I dropped him on accident. let me pick his ass.
What's this in my ass? Oh, She-Hulk. Oh, that's fine.
Oh
just
shit. Let me put that back. I mean, they can. I mean, or like, you know, with the Secret Wars and shit, like. That would be dope. Like, imagine.
Well,
like
apparently Loki's going to be like the Infinity Stones of Doomsday.
That would be so sick.
Because I think it's going to be like.
I do want to see that scene with Doom and Thanos.
Oh, he's like.
Please. That used to be one of my all-time favorites, man.
One thing I hate is that they didn't. I don't know why Marvel went from recasting people to not recasting people. Because, like, I understand. At the time with Chadwick Boseman. I understand that.
Yeah.
But
I never saw the second movie. Did he die?
Yeah, they killed off Black Panther.
How did he die?
From like some disease or something. I'm not even kidding.
So like in real life?
Yeah, no, legit. They were like, well, we're failing to save him. The disease is killing him. Oh, he's dead. What?
He's dead?
Yeah.
No way.
No, legit. That's how it happens. In the first like 5 minutes, they kill him off.
So somehow I didn't know that the second movie was coming out. By the way, I heard rumors that it was coming out, and all of a sudden it was out. And then someone was like, "Yeah, Shuri is like the new Black Panther," and I was like, "Huh?" Yes. I wanted her to be like the new Tony Hawk, and God dang it, not Tony Hawk. Holy crap, Tony Stark. I wanted her to be like the new Tony Stark.
Yes, it was. Again, I feel like there were so many things they were building up to and they wanted to do. It's just the problem was things.
Man, I can't believe he had to die. Like, God dang it! Oh,
how dare he die?
How dare he, man?
But again, it's just like things happen beyond their control, and they just got cold feet and like, what the fuck do we do now? Like
because recasting could have gone real horrible, and then also just.
Well, no, you gotta think that actor would have also gotten hate too. Yeah. Like if they did well.
I mean that freaking guy who was the quote unquote new Captain America, he was getting death threats and all that crap. John.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was getting death threats and everything, and then he was like, he was gonna take it to heart, and he was like, wait, no, that means I'm great. That means I'm a great ass actor. That everybody hates me.
But the change, dude. I think is they should have just recasted him.
But also, what the thing is that shit. Didn't it come through that there was like false accusations and shit? So because he's in a whole nother movie now.
You gotta think at the time it was what the fuck. This dude's just
yeah.
You gotta think at the time this was happening.
Well, I feel like what they should have done is just kind of like if there's like a bad situation of that character or whatever, just leave it until it's settled. Like when they put on Ant-Man and Quantum Realm, that should have just been like some other dipshit villain, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I think it came out after that movie came out. Or like, it was around the time.
Wasn't he still the same guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a minute.
It came out between Ant-Man 3 and Loki Season 2. Because he was in both of them.
There's not a lot of Marvel characters that I rewatch.
Because it happened as between those two movies. And they were like, oh, he filmed an entire show? Are they going to recast it? Or it was the same way with like the Ezra Miller situation with Flash. Where they
were holding that movie way too dang long, and it was apparently complete garbage.
There was one decent thing I liked about it, and that's it. It was one scene where it felt like a true Justice League movie.
Cool.
Where Yeah, I think it was at the beginning. It's just Alfred's helping them. There's Wonder Woman, Batman, and Flash stopping all these different, like, these thugs from getting something.
In the Flash movie?
Yeah, in the Flash movie. It felt like a literal Justice League movie at first. And I was like,
that's weird.
Okay, this might actually be good. And
I saw him running, and I was like, nope, I can't watch
Oh, no,
it.
that's another thing. I was going to say, rewatching it, I was rewatching it on YouTube. I was like, are the effects this bad for even the Justice League members? Because, like, there's a scene where Batman gets on, like, this tank thing, and like, he's, like, tossing him out. One dude just literally just, like, yeah, fuck that, and just jumps out the car on the highway. The CGI looks so rough. Like, it looks watery. Like, think of like a GTA 5 is the best way I can describe it.
Ooh.
That's the best way I can describe it.
Yeah.
When you first watch it, you're like, oh, it's not that bad. And then the second time, or when you realize it, it's like,
It's kind of like when you watch the CW shows, like which I feel like DC should just go with. I love all of the CW shows.
There are some things I don't like, but for the most part,
But if you take it into account of, it's just being TV, and they have to go through like the TV editing, whatever. They don't have that kind of like budget. It's great, but like when you watch it the first time, you're like, oh yeah, hell yeah. Then you watch it the second time, you're like, damn, this is a bit corny. Like,
You know what? I kind of don't like. I didn't like about CW.
What's up?
How much they wanted to use Batman, but just didn't. Like, the whole Gotham Knights, and then Green Arrow at first was definitely just Batman.
Because I heard the Batwoman or Batgirl show came out, and then they were like, ooh, what is this? And then Kevin Conroy was a robot Batman.
Did you ever read the Kingdom Come storyline?
I don't think I have.
Okay, essentially it's like...
May have, it's just been a long time.
And essentially in the future, superhero... Think about it this way.
Kind of like the Batman Beyond?
Kind of, just not that far, I guess.
Oh.
It's... Think of him like maybe like 10, 15 years before Batman Beyond could possibly take place.
Okay.
Think about it that way. Think of it like...
No, that is my favorite type of era Batman, though, Batman Beyond. Like that suit.
Think of if like Charlie D'Amelio became a superhero. I'm giving you like... Essentially, superheroes always save people for attention. Just to be like, yeah, I just saved this old-ass grandpa.
That was Batgirl?
No, this is... Kingdom Come.
Oh,
I'm giving you the reason why he looked like that.
Gotcha.
And essentially like it's like these superheroes being like, yeah, just save this cool ass grandpa, just give me money or whatever. And then Batman and like the older Justice League don't do much anymore. Like, but Superman comes out of retirement to be like, this is what a superhero should be, whatever.
Gotcha.
But Batman and the Batgirl show, whatever, is very similar to that Batman Kingdom Come outfit.
So did you just get brutally hurt, or over time he's gotten hurt?
I think it's just over time.
Gotcha.
His like, you gotta think Batman.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm watching the Dark Knight movies again. Like, dude, the third movie, he's fucked. Like, he can't even move.
I'm just thinking, like, you think of like every single Batman, what they go through. That body's gonna not keep up for so long.
In the Batman 3 with Bane, he had no cartilage around his knee. He couldn't walk. He had to walk with a cane.
I was thinking also just like the Dark Knight Returns too. Just that's not a movie. It is a movie, but it's not part of Christian Bale.
Gotcha.
Where he's this old grizzled. It's very similar to Ben Affleck's Batman. I say that, but it's this old like grizzled Batman lost his way, and he kind of doesn't care anymore. He needs more armored suits to take the punches, and he isn't always that ninja stealth anymore. Yeah. It's like he's slower now, so
but I mean, I'm guessing we are getting to the close of the wrapping our video. Is there anything else you would like to say or put on, or
any more hot takes you can think of?
Well, I mean, I would say hot takes from franchises. I mean, I would say that I despise the John Wick trilogy. Cannot stand
really?
It. Dude, it's so boring. I can't stand it.
Okay, so I haven't watched them, but I've heard they're good as fuck. But
dude, that's what I thought too, man. It was one of my friends' favorite franchises, and I was like, yeah, I'll watch it. I bought them all. I was like, yeah, let me watch them. Started watching it. I was like, I understand the first one. Like, I get it. Like, okay, they kill his dog. You know, he goes through all of that. Pow, 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 pow. Then I'm like, what is the second one about? I watched the second one, and it's about getting his car back. And I'm like, okay, it's a okay car. I wouldn't do all this for a car. Then he gets that, and then the third movie, I don't even know what the fuck that shit's about. And I think the fourth one ends on some stairs. But every movie I've watched, I cannot get into the villains. The villains are so boring. I can't even stand to hear them talk. It's so boring.
John Leguizamo one of the villains?
I don't know. I don't even know who the hell you just said.
Have you seen Ice Age?
Yeah.
He's the voice of Sid. The sloth.
Oh, no, I guess he's a villain, but he just really, like, helps John Wick in a way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but also John Wick just shoots most of the time. He's, like, apparently old, so he's, like, really slow, and he gets his ass beat a lot. The third movie, or whatever, when he's going to the hotel or whatever, basically, bro loses the whole entire time. They let him get back up and was like, all right, we respect you, so you can get up. And then they let him whip their ass. So, like, the movie just sucks. I can't stand them. The fourth one is my favorite, or maybe the third one's my favorite. Whatever, when they're on the motorcycles and they go through a bridge, that's, like, my favorite part because it just feels like a fun ride.
Gotcha.
But after that, I just can't stand them. Like, the action is just meh. It's literally just this. John Wick is like pew 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 every so often, and all of a sudden he goes, yeah, and then the fucking one of the movies, bro basically dies, but for plot armor, he just all of a sudden is still alive on the floor. This random ass sewer guy who's the king of the sewer or whatever the fuck, he comes out and is like, oh, my good friend John Wick, the Baba Yaga, blah 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 blah. Are you ready to fight now? And he, like, struggles to get up and goes, yeah. Like, the movies suck. They're boring as hell. People just like guns.
It is America, so.
I can't stand them. I like to watch movies to, like, understand the story. Like, if there's no story there, I'm not gonna watch it. If there's, like, cool action, okay, cool. But why? You know what I mean? Like, I need the devil. Like, I need the development. Like, I need the
devil.
Yeah, I mean, basically. But, like, when they're watching this fucking thing, I don't understand why he's scary. Like, they're like, oh no, it's the Baba Yaga. Like, he's the one who kills man armies. Like, he's the one that you send to kill everyone. Why? Bro is slow as shit. He's walking through the thing. Nobody can shoot shit. Like, bro, it's one guy. How can you not shoot the motherfucker? Like, they're surrounding the whole ass hotel with shotguns, and they're all going through the whole entire thing. Not one motherfucker can shoot that old ass dude. He's slow as shit the whole movie.
They just stormtroopers.
And then I couldn't understand the bad guys. I didn't understand why he came out of retirement besides the first movie. Because, I mean, yeah. And also, the whole entire thing is about, like, his dead wife or whatever. We don't even know who the fucking wife is. Why do we give a shit? Like, you know what I mean? Like Last Samurai. We understand why he's fighting. We understand this. You understand the Winter Soldier. He's brainwashed and he's getting forced to do this shit. You understand why he's doing all this bullcrap. Why the fuck is there 4 movies of this? It doesn't make sense. People just want to see an old dude fight in a weird ass way. And also, the whole entire thing, his tuxedo shit, is all bullshit besides his tactical jacket. So you're telling me that no one can shoot a leg, no one can shoot a fucking chest, so he can just pull up his tuxedo and block everything. But no one can shoot his face, his neck, his toes, nothing? No one is just throwing a grenade and just spraying and praying? You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing realistic about that movie. And then the bro gets shot off the fucking hotel. He falls. Boom, 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 boom. Like, you know, like balconies and shit? He hits railings. His back completely goes back. Like, he's falling. Doing this. Falls onto the road. Starts scrambling up. Guy's like, you ready to fight now, John? Yeah. No way can I say yeah after that. I'd be like, what? bro, I'm roadkill. Please, like, pick me up with a fucking shovel. Like, there's no way. And then all of a sudden, the fourth movie, after all that fall, bro, it just has not even a training montage. It opens with him punching a punching bag and goes, "Are you ready, John?" "Yeah." What? The fucking movies don't make sense. And I just can't stand it. It's just horrible. I went on a whole rant with this. Like, I was at a date, right? Like, this girl was like, "Have you seen the John Wick movies? Fucking fantastic." And I go, "No." I just like laugh for a bit and I go, "No, those movies are horrible." And she's like, "What? You're a guy?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm a guy. I know what are good movies. I've seen movies, man. Like, I was like, Never Back Down is like top 10 times better than that bullshit. And it's only one movie, and that's all I need."
Ooh, that's a really big hot take.
I can't stand it. It gets me heated because I've watched them twice because I was like, what the fuck have I missed? Because I heard that ballerina movie was coming out or whatever, and like all that, and they're like, "Oh, John Wick's in it." I'm like, "Oh, cool. I don't want to watch that movie now." I wanted to watch it, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Yeah, it's part about John Wick," and I was like, "Oh, oh."
You went on like a almost 7-minute tangent.
Well, because it's boring, and like the villains make no sense. They're just like this. John Wick, Baba Yaga. Like, it's so quiet. They're always like they're always like next to each other, like almost whispering, and I'm like, what? I've always had to like turn the movie up because I don't understand what the fucking villains are saying. I still don't, by the way. I had subtitles, the volume like at 45. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. I'm like, and they're talking about this Constitution shit or whatever, and this is like the whole cult or whatever that the fuck they're in, and I'm like, so y'all know that he was a bitch, a pain in the ass already. Then y'all fuck with him? Like, there's no common sense to the whole fucking film. But yeah, yeah.
That was a 8-minute tangent you had. I don't think I can top that one for now. I'm sure I'll think of one for the next episode.
I can keep on going more and more about John Wick, but I know I only have a short bit of time.
Yeah, I think we're into there. The John Wick hate from Jake.
Yep. So I'm gonna say, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please leave us a like, a subscribe.
Let us know if you want more podcasts.
Yeah, or leave in a comment of what you want us to talk about. I mean, we know everything. Like, I mean, we've pretty much seen everything.
Yeah.
I mean.
Well, I still have some things to say.
Yeah, besides like the very brand new movies. Like, I haven't seen Superman, Fantastic Four, but I am trying to.
I thought real quick. I thought this man. I texted him saying I saw F4. I think he knew I was talking about Fantastic Four, and he's like, "Yeah, it's such a great movie,
fantastic movie."
I
love it.
My friend Daniel fell asleep or whatever, and I was just like, "Oh, that's cool. I come over today so we can record the podcast." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I haven't seen Fantastic Four." Superman's like, "What?" I texted you.
Yeah, he's like, "What?"
I texted you. I saw it, and you saw it too. It's like, no, I saw F1 and all this, and it's like, let me go in our chat receipts. Bro thought I was talking about F1.
Yeah, I love that movie. F1's fantastic. Fantastic movie, by the way. Intense. Should have been a thriller, honestly. It was very intense. My friend just got off from work, so he was like really tired, but we went to go watch it. He fell asleep like very, very beginning. And I was like, wow, this is a fantastic ass movie. The movie ended and he was like, did the guy crash a lot? And I was like, yeah, he did. And he's like, that's what I heard. I was like, yeah, it was fantastic.
That's what I heard, bro. It's just casually waking up and being like, huh?
Oh, because I was freaking out every crash because, and if you watch the movie, you'll understand why it's so intense. But like, holy shit, that movie was good. Acting phenomenal. But yeah, that's what I thought you watched, and you apparently watched Fantastic Four.
And I thought you watched Fantastic Four, and you watched F1.
But yeah, if you enjoy our podcast,
let us know if you agree with Jake's hot take on John Wick.
Yeah,
and again, like he said, if there's anything you want us to talk about, movie wise, or actually anything, just in general,
truly,
just let us know in the comments, and yeah. Anything else you have to say?
All I gotta say is just leave a like, subscribe, anything supports us in any type of way. We absolutely love the love, and
we're gonna start an OnlyFans soon.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Patreon, Tumblr.
Yeah, we're gonna cosplay our feet.
Yeah, cosplay our feet.
But
feetcostumes.com.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen those with the foot toe shoes,
What, man?
But, all right, guys. We'll love you. See you next time. Peace out.